So I saw an interesting article, and it was about Monster Hunter World and how suspiciously there was like 0 reviews on that, and it turns out that they didn't allow the day 1 patch early when they sent out review codes. So only PS4 versions of that game were actually kind of reviewed or implemented. So I was kind of asking around and trying to find out what was going on, and it turns out that Sony is basically ramping up their marketing, big games, small games, all games, mainly because they don't want mainstream people to see this big difference and this big gulf between the graphical versions of the games. Sort of like they're doing all they can to hold on to that perception that they've actually been able to hold on to for some weird reason since the Xbox One X has been out. And I'm not really sure if that's going to work so well. So Microsoft actually, from what I understand, is also working to get some interesting third-party deals. Now the Anthem thing, that's a bit of a bummer, right? Because that was going to be a big game for Microsoft and a showpiece for the Xbox One X this year. That being pushed back does hurt. But according to this particular developer, comparisons between the Xbox One X and the PS4 Pro is going to lead to a lot more sales of the Xbox One X, and I think that would be something beneficial to Microsoft. And it's kind of smart for Sony to actually go out there and try to lock up everything and anything they can, right? So whether that's NBA 2K or FIFA, or that's why they've been doing this. So people were wondering why last year they started to do this, and also people were wondering why, hey, Sony didn't show off some of their third-party games that they had marketing deals with at E3. They didn't really show off much footage. Why is that? Well, the reason was because they didn't want to see the Xbox One X version of that put up against it. So they're actually kind of incorporating, anyway, this is rumor, they've been incorporating into their deals that their versions are the ones that have to be shown off, or their versions are the ones that have the review codes given out. So Microsoft doesn't really do that, and it's kind of like, as reviewers, what happens is, I'm not sure, like smaller reviewers, you can request like whichever platform you want. It just turns out that a lot of these big review sites are also, they're just used to playing on PlayStation 4 or prefer PlayStation 4 for whatever reason. So you're just going to continue to see PlayStation 4 versions of games. But if Microsoft starts implementing some of these changes, it could change things, and we start seeing more Xbox One X versions. I know I really kind of expected, more Xbox One X versions to be shown off. Sadly, that hasn't been the case, but hopefully it does pick up, because when you see the difference, and trust me, I have a 4K TV, I have a Pro, I have an X, HDR, all that kind of good stuff. There's a huge difference between the games running on the Pro and the games running on the Xbox One X, and it's not even funny. So it would make sense that Sony would try to kind of keep that away from people, right? And Microsoft is going to have to find ways around that. So if they can actually lock up some more of these third-party deals, which, hey, that's what we're hearing, that would be absolutely fantastic. And I do believe that that's what Microsoft is planning to do. That's what this rumor is. Keep it in mind. Right now, just rumor, but we are supposed to see some movement on the third-party side. I believe that they're going to start ramping that up, because this is the year that's crucially important for the Xbox One X, for the Xbox One. They've got to keep people on board, tuned in, wanting Xbox, excited about the future of the games that are coming, and you have to be able to show off the multiplats. So hopefully we get that done. Let me know what you guys think. Sound off, rate, comment, subscribe. Thanks for watching. If you guys want to have a conversation on Xbox Live, MOH space Crapgamer, or Twitter, that's at _Crapgamer. Thanks for watching. Rack 'em up. Crapgamer out.